Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, well, hmm. Yeah, okay, well, good. Hey, it's break time. All right, yeah. Thoroughly, it's that time, yeah. Okay, good, yeah. So, that is a little bit better. Anyway, it'll do for now. So, yeah, I'm going to, do a quick, decision here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so, kind of like at this particular position there, once again, um, just real quick, I had the light on. I'm getting some more. I'm fixing to get a little bit more some pictures. But as you can see right there, that is a picture of my mother, as a matter of fact. I set it on my other mobile phone, but you know, just for the fact of saying it again, that picture kind of like over my shoulder there on the wall is a picture of my mother. I'm not even sure how old she was. Probably somewhere in her mid-20s. Anyway, I hadn't taken it down. Um, uh, anyway, she's been passed away since what 2009, something like that. But anyway, yeah. So, in any case, yeah. So, I'm getting some more. As a matter of fact, I have some real cool ones. I don't. I had the lights on with my other mobile phone, but yeah, I'm going to maybe do a little color coordination beyond the black the black and white thing. Yeah, my mother's picture. But yeah, that's been there for a long, long time. Anyway, so anyway, yeah. So as you can see, there's a chimney right there. I have a canopy set up all around me, as you can kind of like get a real quick little look at it right there. Yeah. So there seems to be a thing about that right now. So anyway, um, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm doing a quick lighting look at this point of view. I've kind of like been in virtually every room in this house except two of them. Bedrooms anyway, two different bedrooms, and in here in the room, I'm like right here in front of my drums. As you can see behind me, there's a chimney. Um, yeah, as a matter of fact, I've been in the breakfast area too, sleeping. Yeah, so I've kind of like been around the house. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. So it's really like the first time I've like been from room to room in my own home. Being that I'm the only one that like lives there right now, anyway. So anyway, yeah. So yeah. So in that way, I have my drums set up, and I'm in here predominantly where I have my drums and lighting set up. And once again, making the music videos are predominantly, I haven't really gone through like anywhere near what I've done my entire life. But I'm choosing, my preference that had led to, predominantly, which has always been, when I got into um, the car. Yeah, anything beyond home, and I'm pretty sure that most kids predominantly focus on the singing that attracts, the earlier, more so preteens and probably teens, but into the teen on in the high school thing, and driving around in the car kind of like develops straight into the rock and roll thing and all the concerts, and ultimately progressive and Christian, progressive in that way, Christian rock. But anyway, yeah, so like I'm just doing just a standard of music videos of me on my drums with my lighting and all that, and um, predominantly on YouTube.com. I'm going to modify. As a matter of fact, it's really my first year and a half. Really, it's really been going on for it's been like a little bit over a year. I kind of had to like I've been in and out of the hospital. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like not going to happen. Actually, it was happening. I for a couple several months. I was still making music videos. It wasn't really an issue. Progressing to a point of having to ultimately just like sit still. But anyway, it kind of like went on for like 15 months. Hopefully, it's like my 15 month actually made it. I think an entire month without having to go through ER. Um, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So like feeling a lot better now. Hopefully, that'll be progressively, continually the issue, which would seem to me like really it anyway before. Anyway, so like yeah, back to the exercise and standard thing about making music videos in a fairly decent using YouTube. on my channel. Yes, Wade, ASVPRIDDY. Yeah, yeah. Once again, that's like a Texas map thing. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah. I have my thing about the Statue of Liberty as well. Not necessarily the ergonomic factor, not necessarily so, but anyway, yeah. So anyway, kind of like getting into the thing about the 7 layers of the atmosphere. As a matter of fact, the 7 countries in the Eurodollar and all that stuff about the Native American Indian point of origin and all that good stuff, and all that pylon, and going beyond, the trigonometry and geometry and algebra, going a little bit through the calculus thing about the pylons, right? Anyway, so ultimately getting to the point there of nativity point of origin, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's like an American history thing, and the 13 colonies, really a little bit after the Native American Indian thing, yeah. But predominantly of the 13 colonies, somewhere, representative in that way. But yeah. So anyway, like I look at it like that. Yeah. So anyway, like I've been like thinking about a lot of things about that, and getting my lighting. But anyway, yeah, predominantly, focusing more so on my music videos for a music video portfolio. Basically, what I've truthfully practiced, for years, as a preference in that way. But ultimately, looking towards the original music and not limited to, although, and I don't know if I'd really call it a crossover, but the Christian progressive. I'd like to cover it all, and when I actually use the thing about the in the now thing about the Christian progressive heavy metal, hard pop, funk rock. I mean, I want to cover it all as far as I don't know if I have to categorize it as generic. Might be recommended as compared to preference or that way, but I kind of like want to do it all in a way of having that sound of if need be, maybe integrated, you know, um, practical application of integration in that way of like a progressive heavy metal, hard pop, funk rock, and combine some like original sound to it, or isolate and separate each um, segmented categorization of that, and like do it all individually of progressive or hard rock or um, heavy metal. I mean, but in any case, yeah. Depends on what the band wants to focus on, but truthfully, when it gets to that point, and hopefully it'll get to that point. Whatever needs to happen is hopefully not going to be the issue of it happening, and get right into it, because it'll be getting right into whatever it is. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So getting right on into it. Yeah. Um, when it gets to my original music, I want to make sure that every person, hopefully it'll be like an immediate area, real close, but whatever the case may be, some musicians are very capable of like, going anywhere, any time of day, but I'm like right here trying to make the best of my situation. I'm really wanting the commercial building entire, thing about it. Um, yeah, amongst quite considerable more, yeah, but anyway, I don't know if I'd call it grandiose anxiety, hey, I think it should be more of what I am. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if it has to be grandiose anxiety, that might actually maybe suggest some form of like detaching the value of a name and an identity, and, be stuck in the archive division of is it really limited to international financial management of, itemization or some thoroughly achievement based upon merit of like itemizing is some like value itemizing tax reference, and what is actually considered whether if earned, and attaching the value to the name and identity would not be like a national deficit in the daily transaction at the bank. Oh, come on, man, you kidding me? Or being the accusation, hey man, you placing boundaries and limitations on intellectual. Are you kidding me? Intellectual. Yeah. So anyway, like there's a whole new subject. I choose not to use that word subject, but anyway, yeah, I have my thing about it, right? So anyway, I don't mean to sound like an economic plea bargain, through the entire situation. But anyway, yeah. So like, I'm focusing on a considerable amount of the Christian progressive heavy metal hard pop funk rock. Unlike any other that truthfully I listen to. I mean, as far as, I don't know if I would choose the word lyrics, but as far as words being structured in a way, it will be unlike really anything even I've heard, other than the way I'm thinking about considerable amount in today's world, and the thing about the future, and all that good stuff about like now. And not neglecting or forgetting any contributive factor that has led to this point, involving Christianity, or education, or available what available information really means to a specific geographic area, or if it's like limited to really what the television means in a person's home as compared to many people might not even